Welcome to the video of Application of Seismic Load on Tall Buildings Design as per IS 1893 Codebook. For assigning the seismic load on tall building design, first of all open the previously saved file at the time of tall building design. Click on open. Once you have opened the file, click on define. Go to the load patterns. Name it as seismic. Select the load type as seismic. Auto lateral load as IS 1893 2002. Click on add new load. Once you've added the seismic load, click on modify lateral load. So here consider seismic wave to be acting in both x and y direction. So remove the eccentricity options as we are considering the simple case. So make sure x direction, y directions are ticked. Now the next thing is seismic coefficients. For selecting seismic zone factor Z as per code, go to the IS 1893 code. Go to the page number 5. Here we go. Now, as per our question requirement, our building is located in Bangalore region. So we can see over here Bangalore lies in blue region, which falls in zone 2 area. So from here we can opt out for zone 2 for our building design. Go to the E-tabs and site type as. So we have to define the seismic zone factor for zone 2. So go to the IS 1893 again and refer the table number 2, which you can find over page number 16. Here we go. At 16 page number, you can find the table number 2 of zone factor Z, where you can define the zone factor for zone 2, seismic intensity as low, and Z value is 0.1. So this value we have to put in E-tabs as 0.1. Now the next thing is site type. For that you have to refer the next diagram, which is figure 2. Here you can see for site type we consider that our site type is medium soil, so we have to consider as type 2 soil. Put it in E-tabs as type 2 soil. And importance factor, for that you have to go to IS 1893 and scroll down to the table number 6, which you can find over here. Here you can go. For important service and community buildings, you have to consider importance factor as 1.5, and all other buildings we have to consider as 1. So put the value of importance factor as 1, and the next thing is time period, which we have to left on software itself. So click on program calculated, and the next thing is factors, which is response reduction factor arc. For that you have to refer to the table number 7 in IS 1893 2002. So go to the table number 7. Here you can see in table number 7 we can see response reduction factors R for building systems. So in case of ordinary RC moment resisting frame OMRF, we have to select R value as 3, and for other buildings like special RC moment resisting frames we have to consider value as 5, and for other steel frames with concentric braces we have to consider this value as 4. So in our case we have to go with 3. Click on E-tabs, put the value of R as 3. Click on OK. Click on OK again. Now once properties and load have been defined, go to the define menu, click on load combinations. Now different load combinations are already there. In case there are no load combinations available over here, just click on add default design combos and click on concrete frame design, then click on OK. Now OK. So the next thing is to perform analysis. So since we are performing only seismic analysis, so no need to consider wind loads. So click on analyze, go to the set load cases to run, select wind as. In your case they must be shown run over here. So click on this, then change it from this tab. Click on done slash do not run case. You can change it accordingly. So for this case we just have to consider seismic load, so we are going to put wind as not run case. Now click on run now and start the analysis. You can see in the bottom left corner how much percentage of analysis has been done. Wait for the tabs to perform analysis. Once the analysis is done, you can see the displacement values by clicking on 3D view by default, and you can have the section properties by clicking by right click on the any point or any section. Now if you want to see the other properties, then just go to the display and click on force slash stress diagrams, then click on frame peer spindle. Now if you click on shear 2 click on apply, then you're going to have a shear force look at section 2. You can have a look at torsion, moment, etc. Now go to the in-plane shear, click on apply and click on OK. Once you're done with this, go to the design, click on concrete frame design, click on view slash device preferences and make sure that design code has been selected as IS 456 2000. Now click on OK. Go to the design, click on concrete frame design, go to the start design slash check, wait for the design to be covered by ETABS. A new notification has been popped up which says analysis and design sections differ for 7 concrete frames. Do you want to reiterate analysis and design? Click on yes. The software is gonna automatically perform the analysis and design for new frame sections. So wait for the tabs to design. Okay, so this time there is no notification is appeared, and you can have a look at reinforcement details of your buildings. Just right click on any section or beam or column, then you can have access to details of that section. All the reinforcement details regarding shear reinforcement and tensile reinforcement, flexural reinforcement, torsion reinforcement, etc. Now exit, click on OK. Now the next thing is you can also have a look at reports. Click on reports, click on summary reports. The summary report of your project will generate, and you can have a look of all the details of your project from analysis to design. Here it is. Scroll down, structure data, load analysis, analysis result, story analysis, story forces. You can have a look at all the parameters, but you can't print it out because I'm using ETABS evaluation version, which is not for commercial use. With this, you have just completed the seismic analysis of. Okay, so in the next segment of this video, now we're gonna do seismic analysis by response spectrum method. For that, first of all, unlock your model by clicking on this tab. Now, go to the load patterns, click on define, go to the load patterns, and make sure that seismic load is added. Click on OK. Now go to the define, go to the functions, select response spectrum. From drop down menu, select IS 1893 2002. Now click on add new function. Type function name as response spectrum. Once you're done with that, set the remaining properties as per your location, which I have already told you in previous part. Click on OK. Our seismic zone factor is 0.1 and soil type is second. Click on OK. Click on OK. Now we need to enter the acceleration values to define the load case for the response spectrum function. So check the unit of acceleration by going to the options menu, click on display units and check the acceleration value. Here you can see acceleration value is in mm/second square, which is okay. So click on OK. Now go to the define, click on load cases. Now go to the add new case. So number of load cases plus model case limited to 5. So we have to delete some load cases which we are not going to use, like wind we are not going to use in this case. So delete this case. Click on yes. Now add new case. Okay. So load case name as response spectrum. Load case type as response spectrum. Now click on add new. Here select it as acceleration, load name as u1, function as response spectrum, and scale factor. To determine scale factor, we have to use the formula of scale factor as I into z divided by 2 into r, which means importance factor into acceleration due to gravity divided by 2 times of response reduction factor. By calculating these values according to our location, we'll get a value of 1633.5. Now add one more U2 to account the seismic response spectrum in y direction. So set the load name as U2, select it as response spectrum, and the scale factor as 1633.5. Once you're done with that, make sure that you have selected directional combination type as SRSS, then click on OK. Now you have added another property which named as response spectrum. Now click on OK. So next thing is to analyze the model. Click on analyze, set load cases to run. So in this case, we need not have to consider dead and live load because we are analyzing the building using seismic and response spectrum method. So make sure that you have selected dead as do not run and live load as do not run. Now analyze the building. Wait for the ETABS to analyze. So as you can see, analysis is completed. Wait for the ETABS to respond. Once the analysis is complete, you can see the displacement values on 3D model by just drawing your cursor over them. Here we go. So the analysis is completed. Next step is to design the model. Click on concrete frame design, then go to the start design / check. Wait for the tabs to run design check. So as you can see, a new notification has been appeared. which says analysis and design section differ for 13 concrete frames. Do you want to reiterate analysis and design? So click on yes and reiterate. So the software is gonna analyze and design again. Now wait for the details to analyze and design. And in case there is still some sections have failed in this design, then you just have to reiterate again. And repeat the process until all the members pass the design check. So this is how we're gonna complete the seismic design with the help of response spectrum method. The next thing we're gonna discuss is time history method. So analysis is done. Next thing is design. So this time all the members pass the design check. So seismic analysis by response spectrum method is completed. Now we're gonna learn to perform the seismic analysis of building model based on time history method. So for that, first of all, unlock the model by clicking on this tab. Then go to the load patterns and make sure that seismic load is added. Click on seismic load. Click on modify lateral load. Now for this problem, we will consider the seismic wave to be acting only in X direction. So remove the tick from Y direction. Z is 0.1, side type is 0.2, which I've already discussed earlier. Click on OK. Click on OK. Now, after defining the seismic load, now go to the define, click on functions, go to the time history. Choose function type to add. We have to select it from file. Now go to the add new function. Time history function name is time history. Now function file we have to browse. Now we are going to import the time history data file of Bhuj earthquake, which I have already downloaded. You can add any other data file, whichever you can have access. Wait for ETABS to respond. Okay, file has been added. So if you open this file, then you can see that top 9 header lines 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. 9 header lines doesn't consist any data. So we have to skip these 9 header lines. So header lines to skip is 9. Then number of points per line are 1, because in every line there is only one data are there. Click on 1, then click on OK. Time history data has been defined. Click on OK. Now the next step is to go to the define menu, click on load cases. Now in this case we don't need any response spectrum data, so click on delete case. Yes. Now add new case and make a new case of time history. Select the load case type as time history. Now click on add new. Load pattern as acceleration. Load name u1. Function as time history. Scale factor which I have already discussed, which is 1663.5. Now data file have only ground acceleration values only in the x direction, so no need to go for u2. After defining time history function, click on OK. Wait a minute. Time history modify. Okay, rest all values are okay. Click on OK. Click on OK. Now go to analysis. Set load cases to run. Make sure that dead and live load are selected as do not run. Then go to the run now. Now wait for an analysis. Now the analysis results are there. Once the analysis is done, go to the design, click on concrete frame design, click on start design / check. Wait for the test to run design check. Now you can see analysis and design section differ for two concrete frames. So reiterate. Wait for analysis to complete. As I'm using Intel Core i3, so my laptop misbehaves sometimes. Please pardon me. Once the analysis is completed, go to the design. But this time the software is gonna automatically analyze and design these sections. Okay, so design has been started. Okay, so this time there is no notification of design failure. You can also check it by concrete frame design and go to the verify all member passed. All concrete frame passed the design check. Click on OK. Now you can have access to reports of project reports, or you can go for summary reports also. Wait for ETABS to generate report. So here you can see ETABS report has been generated. Now you can have access to all the details and data from start to end of the project. So this is how we're going to complete the seismic analysis of buildings with the help of response spectrum method and time history analysis method. Thank you.